Hello and welcome viewers to our today's discussion on research methodology. Today we shall aim to differentiate between problem statement and statement of the problem. I'm sure quite a number of students who are pursuing bachelor's, master's and PhD get surprised when they are told by their supervisors that the problem is not there in the write-up, but in their thinking they have done a good job. So where is the disconnect? Why is it that the supervisors are not able to pinpoint the problem in your write-up? We shall address that. Whether you are performing applied or pure research, conceptualizing the problem in a good way is very important. So, in a nutshell, there are things that you have to pay attention to. But first things first, let's differentiate between problem statement and statement of the problem. There are several schools of thought. One of the school of thought thinks that these are just a matter of semantics. They can be used interchangeably. Another school of thought where I belong is that there is a difference, and researchers need to know the difference because this will enrich terminologies used in research and consequently will be able to ensure that future researchers are able to conceptualize the problem in a good way and of course with its attendant components or what are referred to as the dimensions of the problem. The problem statement is more holistic. It is the overarching term, is the umbrella term. The problem statement is half a page or one page detailing the phenomena and its dimensions. On the other hand, the statement of the problem is one sentence that answers what is the problem. And talking about what is the problem, which we have argued is a sentence that reflects one of the 5 W's plus 1 H that constitute the dimensions of the problem. In addition, we also need to introduce the knowledge gap. So the several components of the problem statement include what is the problem, when is it a problem, where is the problem, who is the problem, and why is the problem, plus how is the problem, and lastly, from a knowledge base or body of knowledge perspective, what is the knowledge gap? Those dimensions that I've mentioned form the components of the problem statement. In other words, a well-written problem statement should have those components captured in one or two sentences in each case, and above all, being supported by citations from existing studies Another relevant documents such as government reports, organizational documents, among other sources that can be used in justifying existence of the phenomena and its manifestation. So, having elaborated in a detailed manner the problem statement and its components, it is important for us to, of course, remind ourselves that the statement of the problem is one sentence part of the problem statement that answers what is the problem. The other thing that we need to discuss is the knowledge gap. You also need one sentence as part of the problem statement trying to tell your audience the gaps that you'll be filling in existing literature by performing your study. There are several ways of writing the knowledge gap. In the problem statement, you don't need to have a detailed manner of writing the knowledge gap. One or two sentences with a tended citation so as to demonstrate the gap. More of the knowledge gap has to be discussed in chapter on literature review as a research gap where you expound. But someone reading your problem statement should be able to underline that one sentence that captures the problem and how it will be dealt with within existing studies. If you are able to answer the 5W and 1H and you're able to add a good knowledge gap, of course with citations to support, then you have written a good problem statement. Otherwise, researchers need to take some time to read existing literature and also reports from various sources so as to conceptualize the problem in a good way. In our coming video, we shall deal in great length on how to write the knowledge gap as part of the problem statement. For now, we end our discussion. Hope you can now differentiate between problem statement and statement of the problem. According to my school of thought, they are not synonyms. They cannot be used interchangeably. And we have to make terminologies surrounding research to be used in proper context and perspective. Remember, after watching, to subscribe. For now, goodbye. I'm your research methodology coach, Dr. Bibi Mutua.